International Cure presents a trilogy on pretrial detention, the problems, solutions, what you can do. The dictionary says justice is treatment that is morally right or fair and shows a genuine respect for people. Morally right. Fair. Respect. If you were suspected of committing a crime and were picked up by police for questioning, how much time would you probably spend in jail? Would it be a few hours? Would you get a phone call? Would they let you post bail? Would you be beaten to extract a confession? Would it matter if you were guilty or innocent? Some states and countries have relatively short periods of detention before a person is charged and tried. The data shows that for a very few, the wait could be as much as 20 years. Yes, as much as 20 years being held without even being charged with a crime. Millions of detainees remain in prison for years without trial. The old adage, "you are guilty until proven rich," stems from the astounding fact that poor people rarely have access to counsel, do not have money for bail, or cannot pay a bribe. In the matter of pretrial detention, it is abundantly clear that there is not one solution for all situations. In February of 2011, representatives from 25 countries came together in Abuja, Nigeria, to try and determine what might be done to stop this egregious miscarriage of justice. Using international cures, 48 Ways Forward to Transform Justice and Prison Systems as a guide, this Fifth World Conference on Human Rights, Criminal Justice, and Prison Reforms examined methods that would have a positive effect to limit pretrial detention. Conference attendees helped to bring these items to focus on pretrial detention. Number 1, it is the entry point into the criminal justice system. Number 2, checks and balances are often minimal. Number 3, it is indicative of the problems magnified further down the justice chain. And 4, there are serious ramifications for defendants, detainees, their families, and their communities. The conference recommended these solutions. Months or years awaiting trial. A solution: shorten the time between arrest and conviction. Guilty until proven rich. The solution: ensure that poverty does not limit the access to speedy trials. Too few lawyers or paralegals. The solution: ensure that either lawyers or paralegals or court specialists are available to aid detainees through the process to trial. Overcrowded detention cells. The solution: limit the number of detainees in cells or provide alternatives to continued detention. Reasonable bail and/or community-sensitive alternatives to detention before trial are possible solutions. Poor sanitation and disease. The solution seems simple: proper sanitation facilities and healthcare during detention. Gangs. Solution: proper numbers of staff, lower numbers of detainees, continued vigilance to recognize gang activity and separate the participants. Beatings and other abuse. Stop beatings while in custody. Provide training and reasonable wages for staff. Eliminate bribes. Solitary confinement. The solution: use solitary confinement only for the most severely disruptive detainees and accept no level of violence in detention facilities. The dictionary says justice is treatment that is morally right or fair and shows a genuine respect for people. Morally right. Fair. Respect. For more information, please view Part 1, The Problem, or Part 3, What You Can Do, or visit these websites.